Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Aaron, and today I wanted to do a quick update on the 220-gallon tanks because today is week 2 of the cycling process for these tanks. The second thing I wanted to talk about is a very brief update on the Dream Blue Velvets. I put out a video last week that was talking about some deaths that I had. I want this to be relatively quick because I do have plans for a future video to talk more about I want to call it a post-mortem. I don't know if that's really the best way to put it because they are doing okay. So let's talk about that shortly. All right, so let's go ahead and start the update on the two 20-gallon shrimp tanks. Real quick, I wanted to do an update on the temperature issues that I mentioned last week. And that's essentially, come on, focus. That's essentially where the electronic thermometer wasn't matching up with the regular one. And right now, they're close to matching up. They're within a degree and a half of each other. So for right now, they're okay. So I'm gonna put that issue to bed. Second of all, the plants that I had in the back, they officially, I trimmed the tops off, if you guys remember. And, God damn it, Mochi. Can you, hey, Mochi. These are not playthings. These are meant for wrapping bread. No playthings. Okay, I can't. Oh God, you're so adorable. All right. Fish, cat. We can start a cat channel later. Anyways, so if you take a look right up here at the top, this I haven't taken it out yet because I just saw it today. This is melted completely on the ones that I cut off the top. The second piece, however, is actually looking really good. It's looking really green, and I'm really happy. I'm gonna go from this full plant to this tiny little sprout. I'm hoping it does well. I'm gonna keep it there just for that sake. This Rotala Walichi plant is doing fantastic. The coloration on some of these base plants, I do have to trim some of the what I believe is just dead and melted, but they, oh my gosh, those colors. Amazing. The crypt's doing good. Everything else seems to be doing fine. The same with this tank. The crypt in this tank is just fantastic. And I mean, these, the same thing with the Rotala over here. It looks great. But so far, everything in these tanks seems to be doing fine. Now, what I'd like to talk about are the parameters. So we have this tank right here. I'm gonna put the picture I took up of the parameters on the screen. Right here you can see that it's going about according to plan. The nitrites have spiked. The ammonia is also high, so eventually the ammonia will go down once the nitrite has fully spiked. Then the nitrites will reduce, and then the nitrates will shoot up even more. And then eventually those will go down, and water changes can fix those. The second set, however, is a little bit more confusing, and that's for this tank right here. So for this tank, I actually have the Jesus Christ. I have the vials right here. So ammonia, nitrite, nitrate. So if we do these one at a time, here's the ammonia, and it looks yellow. How in the camera? Let me grab this real quick because so you can kind of get a better view. Now this is better. So you can see there actually is kind of a green tint to it. So there is some ammonia still in the tank, which is odd because the nitrites are 0. Like this is about as 0 as it gets for nitrites. The nitrates are high as hell, solid red. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if this is just an issue of this ADA Amazonia aqua soil, which is still leaching some ammonia into the water. Very possible. And if that's the case, then a water change will help with that, and I'm probably going to be doing that soon, especially that I want to say that the cycle is complete, and then it's just some residual ammonia. I'll take it out, wait a few days, do a parameter check again, see where it's at, and then we'll kind of go from there. One thing that I really wanted to say is that if you watched my dead shrimp video with the blue velvets, that are not all dead, but you know, I had some issues. One of the things that I was kind of stuck with is two things. One, I was stuck in a position where my old coworker, had purchased those shrimp, and you know, I was thrust into it, right? It wasn't an ideal situation. Putting them in my 55, disastrous because my other fish will probably eat them. So keeping them in the hang on the back, they weren't doing very good to begin with. So I put them in that tank hoping that they would do better. Normally, I wouldn't have put them in that position where it was a very freshly cycled tank, especially with an aqua soil that leaches ammonia. with these tanks, I'm planning on taking my time. That's how it... Sorry, those little noises you hear in the back. That's this little dude. Hey, Mochi, look it. You're the one causing problems here. Yep. Yep, it's your fault. Yes, it's your fault. Boop. Okay, I'm just gonna hold him here. Here, I'll just... Mochi! Alright, you don't have to see my mug. I'll scoot way down. Oh god, I'll scoot way down. Okay. No, he's not going anywhere. You've sealed your fate. So, with these tanks, I'm gonna take my time. And I feel like I have the time. I'm no need to rush. I wanna make sure that the parameters are good. So I'm probably, even if they're cycled, I'm gonna wait a good week or 2 or 3 or 4 just to make sure that these things are good. And I'll talk about that more in a later video. Enough of this. Okay, Mochi, you're good. Now, as for the quick update on the Dream Blue Velvets, only 2 of them had died that original video. 1 more died the next day. I tried to go as slow as possible with the temperature changes. I went 1 degree per hour all the way down to about 74. That's my house's temperature. I live in Texas. It's hot today, it's 85. You know, what am I gonna do? So 74 is okay. It's not ideal. I know a lot of people were talking about going to 72. But besides that, I think they're doing okay. They're doing a lot better. I'll show you in a future video when I do talk kind of like the post-mortem on that situation. A lot of the babies are growing really big. Really big. I mean, shrimp big, okay? That, and baby shrimp big is more of what I'm talking about. Well guys, that's about it. I wanted to talk about week 2 of the cycle, a little bit about the Dream Blue Velvets, more to come in a future video. But what I wanted to talk about before I leave you is that, you know, this whole start of these shrimp aquarium keeping has been a real challenge. I mean, there's been a lot of bumps on the road, but it's been fun. I've learned a lot, and I think that that's going to help my future in the aquarium keeping hobby. I mean, I still have my 55 gallon. I'm planning on moving to saltwater eventually, probably when I move houses within the next year or so. But besides that, I'm actually shocked at the reception of my videos on my YouTube channel. I mean, I've got, as of the posting of this video, I'm like at 96 subscribers, and that's after 2 weeks or something like that since I started this channel. I don't know if that's fast. Is it? I don't know. If it is, awesome. That's great. I'm really happy you guys are liking these videos. The amount of comments I'm getting is incredible. Sometimes the comments, you know, come faster than I can actually respond to them. I am trying to get back to everyone's comments. If I haven't responded to you, I apologize. I have read it though. But besides that, guys, thank you so much for coming. My name is Aaron. This is Aaron's Aquatics. See you next time.